From the upcoming altcoin season, including Dogecoin, to major banks offering crypto services, there is a lot to talk about in this video, so let's talk about it. So first of all, we are now seeing that after the recent rally, major cryptos are now holding on to their gains. Bitcoin and Ethereum saw some gains too, but there were two biggest winners today. The first one was Cardano and the second was Dogecoin. As you can see here, Dogecoin gained a massive 10% today. I'll come back to why it gained so much and another big data for Dogecoin and altcoins in a minute. And another good thing is that global equities also traded higher during the last 48 hours while gold, a traditional safe haven, declined. We can see here that the 10-year Treasury bond yield continued higher, tracking gains in oil prices as investors position themselves for high inflation and rising interest rates. So things are currently looking good for traditional markets as well, and this is good for cryptos. This is because we know that cryptos tend to follow the trend in stock markets. Meanwhile, crypto analyst Nicholas Merton is saying that Bitcoin and the altcoin markets are setting up for a big comeback over the coming months. Nicholas Merton is saying that he's becoming more and more convinced that a spring rally is imminent from here. Merton basically makes the case that Bitcoin will soon be back to $60K, a price range not seen since November 2021. And he believes that the altcoin market, which is already gaining momentum, will rally in turn. He is also highlighting that certain altcoins are already heating up in the market, something that he says signals institutions are buying altcoins at market value in anticipation of an upswing. So what we are seeing right now is that there is just more and more evidence that the overall crypto market is going to start trending higher, and it appears that we are going to see a spring rally very soon. Now the biggest news is that the alt season appears to be fast approaching, and so many cryptos are currently awaiting a major push. We know that altcoins, including Doge and Cardano, had attempted to rally since the beginning of the current month. We can see here that altcoins currently appear to have calmed a little after undergoing a significant uptrend, while ETH prices ranged high beyond $3K after a pretty long time. Cardano's price also surpassed $1 during these times, and many altcoins like Doge displayed huge potential to range high, but very soon again, they consolidated within narrow regions. Now when many think the interest in the altcoins has faded away, one of the popular analysts believes it may be the right time to accumulate them. So we are now seeing this tweet from crypto analyst Michiel van de Poppe. He believes that the cryptos bought when no one is particularly interested in them may attract more profits than the time when it is in the hype. So this is when it may be the beginning of the upcoming altcoin season. He has even predicted that more than 4 to 5 times price jump is expected ahead, mirroring the previous rallies. Now the most important thing to note here is that Dogecoin is going to play a key role in this upcoming alt season. So we can see here that many believe that the top cryptos like Cardano, Polkadot, Polygon, and others may be considered for this upcoming rally. On the other hand, some believe that the DeFi tokens like Terra, Avalanche, Phantom, and others may lead to the altcoin surge. But what no one is talking about is that back in 2021, the altcoin season was kicked off by Dogecoin and later in the second half partially by Shiba Inu. So many are disregarding Doge and Shiba at the moment, but if history is any guide, we may see them initiating another altcoin season. So investors and traders from the business have been expecting a massive alt season, and it is expected that it will happen towards the final leg of the second quarter, which is around June. Moreover, proponents believe that would bring the altcoin market to about $2 trillion. So hopefully, some huge catalysts will continue to favor the bullish flight towards an alt season that would bring virtues to the second quarter. And most importantly, we may see Doge leading this season again. And now, let's come to Dogecoin's current price movements. So after the 10% rise today, Doge is now above 13.5 cents. I'm pretty sure it'll get above the resistance level of 14 cents very soon. And here's why. So first of all, Doge is now above its 20-day and 50-day moving averages. Moreover, its daily RSI value is also in the neutral zone, while the MACD level is also sitting in the bullish territory. So the overall outlook is looking pretty positive for Dogecoin, and this is why I think that it can make some bullish moves in the coming days or weeks. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So we are now seeing that the overall trend is looking pretty positive for Bitcoin as the recent rally has injected some pace in its movements. It is currently facing resistance from the 45K price level, and this is the same range where Bitcoin has faced rejection multiple times during the last month. However, we can see here that Bitcoin bulls are now taking aim at this level, and they are eyeing to clear it in the coming days. The point to note here is that a bullish narrative is beginning to build across the crypto ecosystem, so it appears that Bitcoin may show some additional upside momentum in the coming days. However, some analysts are still warning about the formation of a bearish flag that could lead to a price correction for Bitcoin. So we can see here that crypto analyst Ed NL has warned that it may still be a bit premature to open a Bitcoin long based on price action following the pump. He believes that Bitcoin is forming a bearish flag after the initial drop, but this feels like a typical trap where we first take out the early shorters before going down to correct. So this is bad news for Bitcoin. But some other analysts have remained bullish. For example, crypto analyst Rect Capital believes that if Bitcoin successfully retests the green dashed diagonal as new support, then it will spring towards the 43K resistance ahead. He believes that this was a notable development because it confirmed the end of the multi-month series of lower highs for Bitcoin and suggests we could soon head higher. Now, another bullish thing for Bitcoin is that amid this recent rally, there was increased institutional trading and a large number of tokens were moved off exchanges. Recent data suggests that these outflows could herald more strength for Bitcoin. A bulk of this strength has been attributed to institutional trading, with growing interest from major Wall Street firms. So according to data from crypto researched in Tafablock, Bitcoin had its largest exchange outflow in over 1 month on Monday, with over 15,000 units being moved off exchanges. Now it is critical to note here that historically, large outflows have always preceded a significant jump in Bitcoin's price. Meanwhile, crypto analyst Matthew Hyland is saying that Bitcoin versus Nasdaq on the weekly time frame looks very interesting. He is saying that the RSI is looking for a breakout of the resistance that started in 2020, and the MACD is close to a bull cross. So this is pretty positive for Bitcoin, as it is now mirroring the cycle of Nasdaq, which has surged massively over the years. So it is now expected that Bitcoin is going to do the same. Now we know that Bitcoin and cryptos have been thrust into the global limelight by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And seeing this, Jason Lowery, an MIT researcher, has said that Bitcoin can play a key role in national security. And he is recommending the US buy Bitcoin to mitigate the impact of other countries possibly trying to wean themselves off US dollar dependence. He has said that the United States better posture themselves to benefit from that, and you do that by buying Bitcoin, so you capture disproportionate value as people flood into it. And now, let's come to Ethereum for a minute. So Ethereum recently managed to go past the 3K price level, but it has now retraced a little during the last 24 hours. Still, the overall trending behavior of Ethereum is very positive. Besides, moving above its crucial moving averages, its daily RSI value is also on the bullish side. Moreover, there are some major catalysts that can help it to show some additional momentum from here. So we are now seeing that Ethereum is one step closer to solving a primary objection, its environmental effect. So what we are now seeing is that Ethereum 2 is coming soon. And as a result, Ethereum blockchain's energy usage is expected to be reduced by 99.5%. Moreover, it is now expected as a result of this merger, Ethereum's price is going to move to the upside in the future. And with that being said, let's come to some important crypto updates. So we are now seeing that El Salvador's Bitcoin bond is steadily growing as the new investment plan currently has a $1.5 billion demand. As per official reports, the Volcano bonds are expected to run for 10 years using an initial investment of $1 billion. Investors will receive a 6.5% interest from the project. So this is positive news for Bitcoin since a huge amount of investment is going to come to these Bitcoin-backed bonds. Meanwhile, we are now seeing that more and more banks are now offering crypto services. And just recently, the Commonwealth Bank of Australia has announced that it is planning to provide its clients with the full spectrum of consumer needs in terms of crypto services. The bank's plans did not specify which particular digital assets will be made available for purchase, trading, and custody through the bank services. But the good thing is that the bank has already led Australia in terms of crypto adoption, and it is positive that crypto will take hold for a far wider audience in the future as the asset class evolves. Now coming back to Doge, we have just seen that a massive altcoin season is coming, and it appears that Doge is going to kickstart it. So this is very positive for Doge, and we may see its price exploding in the second quarter this year.